Alright, guys, we got a new article from PlayStation. The Games Post got it in. Sony says Destiny 2 sales and user engagement have not reached what it's expected when bought Bungie, downwardly revising projections as it records a 204 million impairment loss on Bungie assets. That is not good, guys. Sony has acknowledged what many players have felt this year. Engagement is down. Over the last few months, Destiny 2 players' numbers have slipped to new lows on Steam. Based on the API driven, fallen below the low seen during Curse of Osiris in 2018. The sentiment has been rough. Alright. Now that Sony has put a hard number on the business impacting the Sony quarter 2 FY 2025 year call. Sony recorded impairment tied to Bungie's Destiny 2 asset, says it's downwardly revised its projections for the near them. The write-down is 131.5 billion yen, 204 million USD at current exchange rates. Sony says Bungie Destiny 2 is underperforming. During a pre-recorded message shared as part of the Sony's financial presentation, Tal said Destiny 2 has fallen short of Sony's anticipated when it bought Bungie for $3.6 billion in 2022. She explained that the $31.5 billion impairment against the portion of Bungie's intangible and other assets in connection with Destiny 2, along with another $18.3 billion expense tied to development and cost corrections, were the main reasons why PlayStation Gaming segment Game Network Services saw a drop in operating income despite an overall sales increase of quarter 2 FY 2025. Regarding Destiny 2 is partially due to the changes in the competitive environment, the level of sales, the user engagement have not reached the expectation we had at the time of the acquisition. While we continue to make improvements, we downwardly revised the business projection of the time being recorded as an impairment loss against the portion of assets for Bungie. During the live question, a portion of earnings call, Lin Tao was asked whether the impairment could be Star War write-downs tied to Bungie. She clarified that while goodwill from Bungie acquisition is tied to a broader PlayStation segment, thus wasn't impaired. Other Bungie assets like Destiny 2 and Marathon still carry value that could be reduced in the future if they don't perform. That is supported with their whole game segment. There will not be any impairment loss for goodwill for this time. Destiny 2's game performance did not reach the expectations we had when we acquired Bungie. We still have some intangible assets and the question of whether there is still many risks remaining or not. Marathon, which is going to be launched in Destiny 2, performance does not reach what we expect. Of course, there is a risk of impairment loss, but we don't believe it will impact the whole game segment, at least at this point in time. Sony acquired Bungie in early 2022 for nearly $3.6 billion, roughly $1.2 billion in which was set aside as retention incentives for Bungie employees. The studio has since maintained operational independence through Sony recently said Bungie's anatomy is getting lighter, absorbs more of Destiny 2 developers. Bungie, meanwhile, is preparing to launch the next major expansion, Star Wars theme expansion Renegade, set to arrive December 2nd. What are your thoughts on Sony's comments in the state of Destiny 2 right now? Do you think Bungie can bounce back with Renegades? Let us know in the comments. So my thoughts, guys, Renegades really needs to perform very well. If Bungie wants to keep doing what they do and release expansions for Destiny 2, or if they want to make Destiny 3, as well as Marathon needs to do well as too, because that's going to be their basically new, it's not a new IP, but it's kind of like a new IP for the newer generation, right? So, they really need Marathon and Destiny 2 Renegades to pop off to keep their ship afloat, guys. That's all I gotta really say. If these fail, then this could be the end for Bungie. Edge of Fate, it did okay, but it had really high drop off right after people beat the expansion. So hopefully it doesn't happen for Renegades. I believe that Bungie can do it. They just need to get their heads in the game and release more stuff for us. Also, we need more Crucible maps, maybe some more modes. Forget it, put in a battle royale at this point. Everyone's doing it, you might as well do it at this point. Alright guys, have a good one. I will see you guys in the next video. Those are my thoughts. I think Bungie can survive, but it's going to depend on whether these DLCs and games like Marathon succeed. We'll have to see. Only the future will tell, guys. Have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.